Edmund Crawford called and examined. Mr. Caird, are you a fisherman here? No. What is your business? I am a fishmonger present. Have you ever been a fisherman? Yes, I have been in my present business 3 years only. And previous to that you were a fisherman? Yes. Do you agree with the previous witness as to the falling off in the quantity of fish caught off here? Yes. Does it apply to all the fish caught off here? I think so. Does it equally apply to herrings? I do not believe there are half the herrings caught off here now that there were 10 years since. If the boats had as many nets as they have now, the boats used to fish with 50 or 60 nets, and now they have 120 and 130, and they do not get more with their 120 and 130 than they used to get with 50 and 60. Do you think the increased number of boats and nets does not give so much? No. What is the cause of that? There are not so many herrings to catch. What is the cause of that? I cannot say there is a diminish. You know no reason for it. No, unless it is that the trawlers take the spawn. 10 or 20 years since they would get a boat's load in a night. What is the cause of the falling off in the white fishing? The trawling. Have you been on board a trawler? Yes, once or twice. Have you seen the trawl drawn up? Yes. What have you seen in it? I have been on board at Dimlington to get bait, and I have helped them to get in the trawl, and I have seen several bushels of fish about the length of my finger thrown overboard. There were more tossed overboard than were kept. Did any of them appear to have been mangled or hurt by the trawl? They were always very soft and scored, the haddock especially, as if they had been scraped with a knife. How long is it since you have been on board a trawl boat? About 6 or 7 years ago. I have been 3 years ashore. Do the trawl boats come off your shore? Yes. Do they come in increasing numbers? Yes. Are there more now than there were last year? Yes, in our outsand fishing. Is that the place the former witness referred to as having been raked clean of fish? They come in now on those grounds to fish for soles and haddocks. Do they find plenty of fish? They find a few, but not so much as they did. Do more trawlers come now than used to come? Yes. Do they not find fish when they come? Yes, a little. From your own knowledge, does a trawl boat make a better business of it than a line boat? I do not think they make as good. Can you speak of that from your own knowledge? No, but I do not think they do. They do not earn half as much as many of our line boats, but they are not at half the expense. Do you find the markets to which you send your fish supplied now in an increasing or diminishing ratio? The markets are only very poorly supplied at present. What is the cause of that? I cannot say. Do you say they are not well supplied? There are plenty of fish. We have nothing but herring at present. In the large markets such as Manchester and the places to which you send your fish, have they plenty of white fish? They have only been middling of these last 2 years. Are you speaking now with regard to price? Yes. During the time the herring fishing is followed here, how long does it last? About 20 weeks. Do your men not catch whitefish at that time? Not much. Is it always discontinued at that time? Yes. Do the trawlers discontinue fishing at that time? No, I think not. Do you get any mackerel off this shore? There have been a few got off this shore, but not many. Do the fishermen get a good price for the mackerel? Middling. Does it pay the fishermen to attend to that business? I do not think it would pay them if any number of them engaged in it. There are only a few boats that go around the bay now. If there were any large number of fishermen, they would do no good. Does anybody interfere to regulate the fishing? I mean, in regard to the size of the nets or the time of fishing? No. Do you think it would be to the advantage of the fishermen that they should have some government interference with them? I think not. You would rather not be interfered with at all? No. Do you know whether the French fishermen interfere at all with the herring fishing? I believe they do. Do you know that of your own knowledge? I have been interfered with, and I have had my nets cut away. Do they come within the 3-mile limit? Yes. Does anybody tell them that they shall not come there? No. Did you, when you were fishing, get a larger proportion of your catches of herring within or without the 3-mile limit? Sometimes I have got a good deal only half a mile off. But taking the whole herring season, where is the largest quantity caught? On the offside. That is where the Frenchmen are entitled to come. Yes. Can you both fish together without interfering with each other? Yes, if we kept off each other. What causes the destruction is the nets being set together. Their boats are much stronger, and their nets are as strong again as our nets. And if they come upon us, they knock us to pieces. Can you see the shoals of herring from the shore before the fishermen start? No. Do you think it would be of advantage if any plan could be adopted by which any signal could be given to tell where the shoals of herring are? I do not know how such a signal could be given. Could not a watchboat be stationed off the shore and be enabled to signal? No, you cannot find any except in the night time. Do you shoot your nets before the night time? Yes, and often when they haul them in again, they get nothing in them. Do not you see any before night time? Very seldom. Has there been any improved system of fishing adopted during the last 20 years for either line or herring net fishing? I do not know that there has been any improvement. There has been an increase. Do you mean in the quantity of boats and nets? Yes. But there has been no change in the mode of catching fish? No. It is just the same now as it was formerly? Yes. Have you found it to be quite as successful? There are double the quantity of nets, that is all. Do you use the same kind of boats that you did formerly? Yes. Professor Huxley, you heard what the last witness said about his business being damaged by the influx of trawled fish? Yes. Have you found the same result? Yes. Do you think the sale of trawled fish in the market operates injuriously on the sale of white fish? Yes, a good bit. Does it do so always? Yes. Are you in the habit during the herring fishing here of fishing in undecked boats? I was never in an undecked boat herring fishing in my life. Then the boats you generally fish are decked boats. There are 26 decked boats and 26 undecked. All of them employed in the herring fishing? Yes. Do the French boats interfere with the decked boats as well as the undecked? Yes. How is that? The tide sets them all together. Does it not set you together when you go fishing by yourselves? Yes, we are all together, the French and all of us. Do the French boats interfere with you more than any other boats? I do not know that they do. We try to get our nets up without tearing or wasting them, but the Frenchmen never care about our nets at all. You say that their tackle is stronger than yours. It is as strong again. Their boats have 26 men on board. Our small boats have only 3, the larger ones 8 or 9. If your boats all go out together, do you all shoot together? Why, if we think there is a chance of herring, we go as near as we can. Do your decked and undecked boats keep away from each other? No, they go as nigh the shoal as possible. Have you heard of any law upon that subject? I have heard of it, but I never knew of its being put in force. No gunboat ever comes to put it in force. I saw once a North Country boat at Stays bray our barrels in while we stood looking at them. Have you had no one to tell you what the law is? No. Do your herring boats carry any lights at night? Yes. What sort of lights? Generally a lantern in a piece of wood which stands 7 feet high. Do you have one light or two? Only one. Did you ever hear of any law obliging you to have two? Yes, I have. Did you over trouble your heads about it? I do not think we ever have. Nobody has ever found fault with you? No. Did you ever have any gunboat or any fishing vessel on this coast? I have seen gunboats, both and English. Do they ever interfere with you? They never meddled with us. Do they interfere with the French if they come within the 3-mile limit? No. Then what was the good of them? I do not know. What is the size of your herring nets? 31 cotton and 31 hemp. Do you mean 31 to the yard? Yes. Did you ever have 36 or 39 to the yard? Yes, I have seen them of that size for fishing little herrings in Bridlington Bay. Is there any reason why you should not have your meshes 40 to the yard? No, I think not. We just have them as we like. Does nobody ever look at your nets? No. Do you know of any law upon that subject? No. There was some talk about it 4 or 5 years ago, but we heard no more of the matter. I had a small net and I sold it for 5 shillings, and the man I sold it to has been trawling with it ever since, for anything I know. You have been a long line fisherman? Yes, for 20 years. I think you said you use the same bait for all kinds of fish. Yes, we generally use mussels. Do you ever use a herring? Yes, for cod. And when you cannot get that, you use mussels? No, we never use mussels. Lamprey eels are best bait for cod fishing in the winter time. They are the best we can get. Is that a good bait? Yes, for codfish. Have you had any difficulty at all in keeping up a good supply of bait? No, there is plenty of bait in Boston Deeps since we made them give over taking it for manure. Who interfered and prevented that? The Lynn authorities at Boston. Do you mean the corporation? Yes, I believe they interfered. Before that, the bait used to be taken away by cartloads. Have you been in the habit of losing much by the dogfish? Yea. How much out of your fish will they take? They generally take haddock, sometimes a few cod. Haddock they will clean off almost directly, if there be any. Do you lose any considerable portion of your fish in that way? Yes, in the winter time I have seen as many as 2 or 3 score of haddock left on the line. The heads only? Yes, nothing but the heads. Do the dogfish do you more damage than the suckers? The dogfish do us most damage. The suckers do not do so much harm. Do you agree with the previous witnesses as to the cost of your fishing boats? Yes, I think a good boat will cost about £1,000. I do not think any man would get one under £1,000. I have been an agent to a firm for the sale of nets, and I do not think a fisherman would get a fleet of nets under £200, if he would even get one for that. There has been an increase in the number of nets used during the last 20 years? Yes. The witness withdrew.